Oh yeah, so a bunch of people showed up to Tyree Nichols' funeral, even this guy. And it kind of makes you think, we really do need a big reset button on humanity. And I know one of the things that could do that would be the nuclear football, but something a little bit easier to get to would be nice. And if for some reason YouTube does demonetize the video because this is right in the beginning, and I have to cover this up, well, it's a 1942 ninja throwing star from Germany. That one. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video for the day. We're going back into good old faithful and unfortunately ever persistent iamatotalPOS, because the stream of douchebaggery is ever ceasing. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notification. Links like streaming and Twitch and all that stuff, so be in the drop box down below. Cyclist dies after being hit by a car and then is attacked by the driver in this place. A cyclist in this place has died after being struck by a vehicle and then is attacked by the driver, officials in Orange County Sheriff's Department announced on Wednesday. Look, the only type of cyclists I just really don't like is the ones that want to have all of the liberties of being a vehicle on the road, but without having to listen to any of the signs. Y'all know exactly the ones I'm talking about, the ones that'll blow through a four-way intersection and then wonder why they got T-boned. This is very much not the case. Dude straight up went out of his way to hit and end the life of a cyclist. And even if you do have an annoying cyclist on the road and everything, there is no justification to unalive somebody. Influencer in China who cooked and ate a great white shark is fined $24,333. I don't know what the S currency means. The Chinese influencer who roasted and ate a great white shark on live stream has been fined 125,000 won, or that much translated to dollars. The Nanchang Administration for Market Regulation announced via its WeChat channel on January 28th. Why do I vaguely remember seeing this person eating a live squid on the internet? I don't care your popularity, just because you call yourself an influencer does not mean you get the ability to do this stuff. All that does is make me decide on influencing my decision of whether or not to watch you. Unsurprisingly, this is just another one of the people that I only see ever pop up in my feed whenever it's something bad about them, very much like Keemstar. Doppelganger event. Woman is accused of offing Instagram lookalike in a plot to fake her own death. A 23-year-old woman, with the help of a friend, offed a stranger to stage her own death and start a new life due to family problems. Police and prosecutors in Germany said. Police searched a wooded area for clues and objects near where a female body was discovered by a passenger car on August 17th, 2020 in Bavaria. I don't know how to pronounce that. Germany. I'm very much hoping that this was not the person's first thought, was to try to end the life of somebody who looks like them to try to fake their own death. Then again, if it's on here, then I just wouldn't be surprised if it was the first thought. Oh yeah, what do we need to do? Yeah, let's end a clone. Biotech tycoon who spends $2 million a year to reverse the aging process insisted the fiance tell him of all of her past lovers and acts, and then dumped her when her breast cancer diagnosis turned her into a net negative. It's human being, not a profit margin. What the crap? Really? You're calling somebody else a net lost? I don't think you really get to say that if you're making an extensive effort to keep yourself looking young. Ah yes, because something that's already douchey is made worse when, freezing weather, but oh, they have fur on their body. They'll be fine. Yeah, maybe they would be okay if they were like a frickin' husky or Malamute. No, short-haired dogs very much still get chilly.
Ah, yes, well, it's a baby boy, the gender reveal and everything. Oh, how'd your happy day, happy joy?
I really don't understand what happened to just cutting the cake open or a small confetti thing in the yard. Why did this have to turn into some kind of influencer clout? Let's try to one-up the next best thing. The only saving grace for this is that at least there's no, wildfires going on for this. But still, congratulations, you're about to get an expensive fine when those balloons come down in that lake back there. Hopefully you can use the money that people gave you during the baby shower or something to help pay off that legal case there. Influencer tries to scam a Hamptons couple into letting her live in their mansion. I've fallen in love with it. One Instagram influencer is trying to turn her summer vacation into a whole new lifestyle by squatting in the Hamptons mansion she was renting from June to August of 2020. Blank, a wellness influencer with more than 12,000 followers, is that even a large number for influencers, who recently made her Instagram account private, agreed to pay the total total of $31,750 to a couple who are renting out their 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. Oh yeah, no, I think the reason that they were trying to do this and actually were trying to make some headway on the whole squatting deal was because there was some kind of rental forgiveness because this was during the Rona times, and because of that, you couldn't evict somebody during that time, which then unfortunately led to a severe increase in the case of people squatting. But really, if you love a house and you would like to actually buy it, why not send them an actual offer and not just do the whole, well, I'm not leaving deal? Originally, the worst thing that they could do is say no to you for buying the house. Now, you can just get carted away from the police because, it's illegal. Why do people not know that? Why do people think that just because they can call themselves an influencer, think that they can do these things and get away with it? A little bit of a side note, it's a bit of a guilty pleasure myself to see like these influencer in the wild videos, like on F-Spot's channel. They're just fun to watch. Just because of the weird, like, ridiculous stuff that people will do in order for their 15 minutes of Instagram fame to happen. Influencers in Bali apologized after drawing ire from locals for painted fake mask stunt. Their passports were seized and they faced deportation. 2 social media influencers currently located in Bali, Indonesia, faced deportation for breaking the local virus safety rules after posting a video where one of them had a fake mask on. Yet, that is not convincing for anything.
But don't you know, if you just sprinkle a little light helping of it's just a prank, bro, that makes it totally fine.
You know, the more I see this influencer stuff, the more I kind of think the word influence in influencer is just influencing good decisions by not making bad choices like these folks. That's really the only silver lining I can put on this. And personally, I don't think I'd ever be able to make it as an influencer like these folks because, you know, I make good decisions. Well, I mean, outside of my proportions for alcohol margarita mixes and stuffs. I very much radiate, 2 shots of vodka meme energy on that one. Influencers slammed for canceling adoption because the baby can't appear on social media. YouTubers This Person and Husband This Other Person began the process of adopting a baby from Thailand in 2018, but withdrew when they discovered they would not be legally allowed to put the child on social media in its first year. Oh yes, I remember this. They were doing announcements and everything, and then basically it's, we can't monetize our baby, so we don't want to adopt it anymore. If the only reason you're adopting a child is because you want to make money off of it, then you probably shouldn't even be qualified in the first place to adopt. Like, in all seriousness, imagine if the kid was old enough to understand how just messed up that was.
You can call me a grandma killer. I'm not sacrificing my home, food on the table, all of our docs and dentists, every form of pleasure, museums, zoos, restaurants, all of my kids' teachers in order to make other people comfortable. If you want to stay locked down, do. I'm not.
Hey, but the caption said you homeschooled your kids. I don't really know where that teacher thing coming in, because last I checked, wouldn't that make you the parent or teacher? I don't know, a little bit of both, but definitely seems you're not qualified for either one of those. You said you don't want to sacrifice anything, meanwhile sacrificing your kids' ability to have a higher form of education. Way to go right there. Gold star for you. Good noodle, huh?
Apparently, I have pissed off some snowflake over in Ashland, and he lashed out at me. On a debate page was a story of a supposed healthcare worker standing in the way of a car during a protest to reopen the private economy. I said, run him over and send him back to work. Perhaps I was a bit out of line. What I should have said was, get the freaking rope and string him up. You mess with a person's rights as given by God and stated in our Constitution, and then game on.
Ah yes, and then that means that it's totally fine to, mess with his right to stay alive? Okay, 2 things. 1, don't post this on the internet. Secondly, don't post this on the internet, especially if you have a business that you own, because dude got ran through the ground and his social media and website for his business got closed down real quick. Now, when it comes to people doing protests and everything, the ones I more so prefer to see is the one where it's just people on the side of the roads with the sign and everything. People being in the middle of the road more so just inconveniences everybody and doesn't really get you supporting the sign, more so just upset the fact that you're in the road blocking their way. But at the same time, running them over is not a proper response to it all. You should know, Yelp doesn't give away award plaques to restaurants. The restaurant themselves pays Yelp about $150 to $300 to receive one. My wife runs a small business, and when she first started Yelp, it was incredible and got the majority of her business through their service. Then the phone calls to buy ads started. Then we finally decided that it wasn't financially feasible. We started noticing only the negative reviews started showing up. People who would leave positive reviews were considered invalid, and only new negative reviews would show up. Screw Yelp. Okay, that's very backwards, because the way it should be is that you should be able to invalidate the negative reviews so that nobody can just say, okay, get 20 people to go out and all leave negative reviews to ruin this place's reputation. Not the other way around. Not that you give us money or else we give you negative reviews. A Belgian cyclist who knocked a 5-year-old over on Christmas Day is suing the family for defamation. A cyclist who was filmed kneeing a young girl out of his way on Christmas Day in 2020 in Belgium is now suing the 5-year-old's father for putting the video online. You can see the original video here. That link is taken out, but oh dear God.
What do you mean? You're not allowed to give me my consequences for my actions? I'll sue you for making me look bad.
You need a kid. I'm fairly certain you made yourself look bad, Captain Dingus. Now, look, I might not be the biggest fan of little kids myself, because those little chaotic dudes squeeze the ever-living life out of squeaky toys so slowly it drives me nuts at the register, but I'm not gonna do anything in regarding violence. I do kind of want to see the court case, though, because I would very much love to see a recording of this dude trying to justify his actions. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support, and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up the Wholesome Internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.